Ahead of the open, we are calling the Australian market up 0.2% at 49.77. This should be well underpinned by some of these banks and yield plays as investors continue to price in the potential for significant dividend growth in Australia. Of course, with the miners continuing to underperform, this will continue to be a lag on the market. We are looking at a 1.1% drop in BHP's share price at the open to 31.27. Of course, iron ore and other commodities managed to stabilise overnight, but still this isn't enough to help lift our struggling or ailing resource names here. We'll have to take a close look at Newcrest Mining, Panos and Oil Search, which are all set to release their March quarter output results today. We also have Billabong, which might announce something about its takeover today, with some reports suggesting it might be looking to extend the talks of the takeover. We'll probably have to take a close look at the China HSBC manufacturing PMI number that generally tends to have a pretty big influence on how the Asian region trades. Of course, we're expecting a figure of about 51.4, and after the recent disappointment in China data, I think this figure will carry a lot of weight today. We'll probably see a pretty negative reaction if it only meets consensus. I think a lot of investors will be looking for it to actually come in ahead of consensus. So that's probably the main thing to look out for there. It'll probably also have a big impact on how commodities and the rest of the risk currency space trades today. We've already seen risk currencies come off their lows after that disappointing existing home sales reading in the US, which came in at 4.92 million versus expectations of 5 million, and of course, with the US dollars being sold off on this data, I think it will also always be a situation whereby investors will look at US data and whether or not it's hit a soft patch and what sort of influence this might have on Kiwi expectations, and in turn, of course, how this will impact the rest of the risk space.